Hello children, myself Sanjay Kumar Gupta, Science and Mathematics teacher in St. Michael's Academy, Betia. Students, today I am going to start the 10th chapter in Science for class 8, Force and Pressure. Students, in this chapter, we will focus on the given topics as definition of force, effects of force, resultant force, types of force, definition of pressure, pressure in solid, liquid and gas, and atmospheric pressure. Children, before starting this chapter, we take some examples as pushing this bundle of books, pulling to the another side, stretching this elastic, changing the shape of this body, squeezing it. In these examples, what you see? You see that these are the example of force. When something is there which is changing in the state of these bodies. Students, in these examples you have seen that a force can bring changes in the state of a body. What type of changes these are? A force can move a stationary object. It can break a moving object. It can change the shape of the body, and these are called effect of force. Simply, in physics, force is defined as a pull or push. But the force is accompanied not only a push or a pull, but squeezing, breaking, changing the shape of a body. All of them are called force, and these effects by which can bring the in the state of a body are called effects of force. Here are the effects of force, as a force can move an object lying at rest. Children, you have seen when you want to run a bicycle, what do? You apply force on the pedals of the bicycle and your bicycle starts running. Second, stop a moving object. Means when you apply brakes on the wheel of the bicycle, then it stops. Next, a force can change the speed of an object. When you apply more force on the pedals, your cycle runs faster. When you accelerate the bike, car, it also runs fast. You have seen when a person applies more force on the swing, it goes higher in the sky. So it is the example of changing the speed of an object by force. Again, a force can change the direction of an object. You have seen in the field of cricket, when a bowler throws a ball at the pitch, the batsman hits on the ball by the bat and the ball change its direction, and force can change the shape of an object. Many times you see when you squeeze an object by your hand, when your mother apply pressure on the knead of flour, when a lever hits on the stones, these substances change their shape, and now the effects of force can be seen. Students, what is the unit of force? Suppose this is a body whose mass is 1 kg and its area is 1 meter per second square. So the force is measured in mass into area. It is measured in mass into area. As the measurement of mass is taken in kg and area will be meter per second square. So the SI unit of force is kg meter per second square, which is measured in Newton, because Newton derived the measurement or the unit of force, and the measurement of force is taken into Newton, that is denoted by N. Now children, we consider on these three conditions. In first condition, there is a car which applies 100 Newton force on earth, and a person who is applying 50 Newton force on this car. What will happen? The car does not move at all. Why? Because 50 Newton is less than 100 Newton. It shows that when the applicable force is less than the receiver, then the receiver does not move because the resultant force is less than the original force. In second condition, you see when two persons applying 50 plus 50 Newton's force, then 50 plus 50 Newton equal to 100 Newton force. Means here you will find that the car can be moved a little, क्योंकि इनको हिलाया डुलाया जा सकता है, because both the forces are same. But what will happen in third condition? As car just applies 100 Newton's force, while the three persons who applying 50 plus 50 plus 50 means the total force is to be applied 150 Newton, that is greater than 100 Newton force, and thus these 150 100 Newton force are called resultant force. Means the resultant force is the force which is a group or sum of different forces which are to be applied on a body. Students, in this case, you have seen that in first case, resultant force is 100 Newton minus 50 Newton is equal to 50 Newton. But car does not move because the magnitude of the car is greater than the resultant force. While in second case, the resultant force is equal, means magnitude of car and the applied force is both equal, so it is just moving. And in third case, the total resultant force is 150 minus 100 Newton means 50 Newton. This shows that the magnitude of car is less than the resultant force. So in this case, the car start moving. So when more than one forces are applied on the same direction simultaneously, they are added together. जैसे आपने देखा कि इस कार वाले केस में जो रिजल्टेंट फोर्स थे वह एक ही दिशा में एक ही वस्तु पर लगाए जा रहे हैं, वैसी स्थिति में क्या करेंगे, हम उन सभी बलों को जोड़ देते हैं और इसका परिणाम ये होता है कि जो दूसरा वस्तु होता है इसमें परिवर्तन आ जाता है. बट व्हाट विल व्हेन two different forces or the same forces are to be applied on the opposite directions. As suppose here there is a car in which a person pushes towards east and another person who applies same force on the car but in opposite direction. क्या होगा जब ये दोनों ही बल इस वस्तु पर लगेंगे? then the car will not move. Why? It is so because 50 Newton and another 50 Newton are equal, and when we subtract 50 Newton minus 50 Newton, then the resultant force will be 0. Resultant force will be 0. So car will not move. As you have seen in the war of tug, रस्सा कसी खेल में आपने यह देखा होगा कि जब दो टीमें एक रस्सी को खींचते हैं और जब दोनों का बल समान होता है उस समय वह रस्सी कहीं मूव नहीं करती है. बट व्हाट विल हैपन व्हेन अ पर्सन हु इज अप्लाइंग 50 Newton in east direction and another person who is applying 150 Newton force from the other side, what will happen? It's clearly the car will move that side in which less force is to be applied. क्योंकि अब यह कार कहाँ जाएगी? पीछे की ओर आ जाएगी. Okay. So here we find that resultant force is equal to 150 Newton minus 50 Newton means 100 Newton. So children, when more than one force are applied on the same direction they are to be added, and when more than one force are applied in the opposite direction, they are to be subtracted to find the resultant force. Now we will see about the types of forces. So now forces are divided in two types. First, contact force, and second, non-contact force. Contact force, it's clear by name कि in two forces should be comes in interaction. Means when we hold book from a table, drag the almirah, pull the door, all are the example in which two objects come in contact. And non-contact force, in these forces work without coming contact to each other, as electrostatic force. Means in this section two bodies do not interact each other, but they apply force to each other. So further, these are divided in another part at contact force, divided in two parts. First, muscular force, and second, frictional force. And non-contact force also divided in three parts as electrostatic force, gravitational force, and magnetic force. In most of the cases, muscular force can be seen always in our daily life, as holding objects, heavy objects or light object, anything, picking the books, dragging almirahs, and so on, in which we use our muscles, and these forces are applied on the other body by our muscles, and so it is called muscular force. Second, frictional force. You have seen that when you walk on the ground, what happens? Tries to observe. When you walk on the land, you find that your leg applies a force on the earth, and in the result, the earth also applies opposite force on the leg. Means the earth opposes the force which is being applied by the foot, and so we are able to walk on the road. So children, friction is the force that opposes the force applied on it in the opposite डायरेक्शन. क्योंकि घर्षण एक ऐसा बल होता है जो अपने ऊपर लगाए हुए बल का प्रतिरोध करता है, और यह प्रतिरोध उसके विपरीत दिशा में होता है. इसी को हम घर्षण कहते हैं. सो इट प्लेज एन इम्पोर्टेंट रोल in our life, because most of the actions are done due to the friction, as writing something on the board, cutting the woods, walking or running on the road. These are the examples of frictional force. Now, electrostatic force, विद्युत स्थैतिक बल. Children, what you are looking around you contains either no charge or some a particular charge as positive or negative. Suppose you are rubbing a plastic scale on your dry hair and just bring the plastic scale near the small bits of papers. What do you see? You see that the ruler has property to attract the bits of papers. Why it is so? Because our hair contain negative charge and the ruler which was rubbed on with the hair, it also becomes negative while the bits of paper have no charge. And so the ruler has property to attract them because they want to supply this negative charge to the bits of papers, and this is called electrostatic charge. क्योंकि जो आवेश उस रूलर पर आया था वह आवेश फिर से वह दूसरे चीजों में समाहित होगा और इस क्रिया के लिए जो वहां फोर्स लगेगा हम उसको इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स कहेंगे. नाउ वी कंसीडर ऑन ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. Students, you should know that everything what you are looking around you have a property to attract everything which is lying around it. जैसे आप मेरे सामने हो तो मैं आपको अट्रैक्ट कर रहा हूं और आप मुझे अट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. ये टेबल, ये बोर्ड, ये भी एक दूसरे को आकर्षित कर रहे हैं. बट वाई इट इज नॉट सो कि दे कोलैप्स ईच अदर. अब ये तो सवाल उठता ही है कि वो दोनों टकराते क्यों नहीं है. तो इट इज सो दैट द फोर्सेज विच आर इंटरैक्टिंग between them are so negligible that they cannot be collided each other. And suppose this is a chalk and I try to toss it on the upward, then what happens? The chalk comes again on my hand. Why it is so? Because the earth attracts the chalk and it comes down, and it happens with everything what is on the earth. And so when a fruit which just fall down from the branch of a tree, it also comes to the earth. And this force is called gravitational force. As you have heard about the story, the force of gravitation means the gravity was first of all derived by Sir Isaac Newton. Again, magnetic force. Magnetic force are those forces which are applied by a magnet on any other magnet or an iron objects. आपने देखा होगा कि जब किसी चुंबक को हम किसी लोहे की चीज के सामने लाते हैं या किसी दूसरे चुंबक के सामने लाते हैं तो उस समय लोहे की चीज क्या होती है, अगर कुछ दूर ही पर हम उस चुंबक को रखते हैं तो वह लोहे की चीज उसकी ओर आकर्षित हो जाती है। ऐसा क्यों होता है? बिकॉज देयर आर सम मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स formed at the poles of the magnet, and these magnetic flux always spread around the poles, and they are trying to attract iron, nails or so on or any other magnet. But the power of attraction, which is shown by the magnet, works on another magnet when the opposite poles come to each other. Okay, children, now we will see about pressure in the next video.